Invisible Stanley, Chapter 5 The TV Show. Arthur was feeling left out. Stanley always gets to have interesting adventure, he said. And that newspaper story was just about him. Nobody seems interested in me. The best way to draw attraction, dear, said Mrs. Ramchep, is by one's character be kind and fair. Cheerfulness is much admired as wit. I can't manage all that, said Arthur. Mr. Ramchap spoke privately to Stanley. Your brother is a bit jealous, she said. When I was flat, Arthur was jealous because people stared at me. Stanley said, now they can't see me at all, and he jealous again. Mrs. Ramchap sighed. If you can find a way to cheer him, just do. The very next day, an important TV person telephoned Mr. Ramchap. Teddy Talker here, Ramchap, he said, host of the enormous popular TV show, Talking with Teddy Talker. Will Stanley appear on it? It would please us to have Stanley appear anywhere at all, Mr. Ramchap said. People can't see him, you know. I would just say he's there, said Teddy Talker. Speak to boy, let me know. Stanley said that he did not particularly care to go on TV. But then he remembered about cheering on Arthur. All right, he said, but Arthur, too. He liked to tell the joke and do magic trick. Said, we'll see the boss be on the show. Arthur was very pleased. In the evening, the brother planned what they would do. The next morning, Mr. Ramchap told Teddy Talker, excellent plan, said the TV man. This Friday, yes, thank you, Ramchap. Welcome everybody, said Teddy Talker, that the Friday evening from the stage of his TV show. Wonderful guests tonight, including an invisible boy. In the front row, applauding with the last of the audience, Mr. and Mrs. Ramchap thought of Stanley and Arthur, now waiting in the dress room, backstage. How excited they must be! The other guests were already seated on the sofa by Teddy Talker's desk. He chatted first with a lady who had written a book about sausage, next with a tennis champion who had become a rabbi, then with a very pretty young woman who had won a beautiful contest, but planned now to devote herself to the cause of the world peace. At last came the announcement that began the Ramchap plan. Invisible Stanley has been delayed, but will be here shortly, Teddy Talker told the audience. Meanwhile, we are fortunate in having with us his very talented brother. Protested Rose. Brother? A visible brother? Dirt! Good thing we got him free. Ladies and gentlemen, said Teddy Talker, mirth and magic with Arthur Ramchap. Arthur stepped out onto the stage wearing a smart black magician cape. Mrs. Ramchap had made for him, and carrying a small box, which he placed on Teddy Talker's desk. Hello, everybody, he said. The box is full later. Now, let's have fun. Here's a story about the 3 holes in the ground. He waved, smiling. Well. 2 people helped, but that was all. I don't understand, said a lady sitting behind Mr. and Mrs. Ramchap. Mr. Ramchap turned around in his seat. A well is a hole in the ground. He said, well, 3 holes. Oh, I see, said the lady. A riddle. A riddle, ladies and gentlemen, cried Arthur. Where do king keep their army? Where are someone called? In their sleeve, said Arthur. Many people laughed now, including the lady who had missed the first joke. I got that one, she said. A mind-reading trick, Arthur announced. He shuffled the deck of the card that let Teddy Tucker draw one. Don't let me see it, he said. But look at it. Picture it in your mind. I will concentrate using my magic power. Arthur closed his eye. Your card, sir, is four of hearts. It is, cried Teddy Talker. It is the four of the heart. Boys aroused again. Incredible! He can read mind? So young, too! Do that one again, lad. Certainly, said Arthur. But he had used a false deck in which every card was a four of heart, and the audience would surely guess if that card was named again. Personally, the brother has thought of this. Backstage, Stanley tied his balloon to a chair. Arthur now shuffled the real deck of the card. They called the volunteer when an elderly gentleman came up onto the stage. Stanley tiptoed out of the stand behind him. The audience applauded the volunteer. How peculiar this is, Stanley thought. 100 people looking, but not one can see me. Draw a card, sir, said Arthur. Thank you. Keep it hidden. But picture in your mind. Again closed his eye. He pretended to thinking hard. A quick peek showed Stanley that the volunteer held the 10 of club. He tiptoed over the whisper in the brother's ear. Arthur opened his eyes. I have it. This card is the 10 of club. Yes, bravo! Cried the old gentleman. The audience clapped hard as he returned to his seat. Mr. Ramchap smiled at the lady behind him. Our son, she said. So clever, said the lady. What will he do next? Mrs. Ramchap drew a deep breath. The morning Stanley and Arthur had borrowed the pet frog from the boy next door. What came next? He knew would be most daring part of the evening plan. Ladies and gentlemen, said Arthur, a new kind of magic. Arthur Landchap, that's me, and Henley, the air-dancing frog. He lifted Henley from the box on the Teddy Tucker desk and held him up. Henley, who appeared to smiling, wore a little white shirt with an H on it, also made by Mrs. Ramchap. Fly, Henley, cried Arthur. Fly out and stand still in the air. Stepping forward, Stanley took Henley from Arthur's hand and ran to the far side of the stage. There he stopped, holding the frog high above his head. Henley wriggled his legs. Amazing, shouted an audience. Who's believe it? This is some frog. What kept him up there? What keeps him up? What keeps him up there? Circle, Henley, Arthur commanded. Circle in the air. Stanley worked rapidly in the circle, swaying Henley as he went. The audience was tremendously impressed. What a fine magician, mind reading and frog flying. You don't see that every day. Pretending to control the Henley's flight, Arthur kept a finger pointed at Stanley, swooped the frog all about the stage. Oops! Cried Teddy Tolkien flew up above his desk. On the wrong sofa, the sausage rider and the tennis Ravi and the beautiful contest winner ducked down. Even Mr. and Mrs. Ramcham, who knew the secret of Henley flight, thought it an amazing sight. At least the great applause. Arthur took Henley into his own hand and returned him to the little box. Stanley tiptoed up to get his smiley face balloon. The plan now called for Teddy Tokyo to announce the arrival of the invisible boy and introduce him. But Arthur had stepped forward again. Thank you for cheering me. Thank you for cheering me, he told the audience. But I have to say something. The first mind reading trick, I really did do that. I really did do that one. The second trick, actually, I can't read mind at all. And the flying froggy voices rose. Can't read mind? We've been lied to? The frog was lying? Not the frog, stupid. Wait, he's not done. Please, listen, said Arthur. It wouldn't be fair to let you think I did everything by myself. I had a helper. For a second trick, he saw the card and told me what it was. And Henley, well, my helper was whoosing him in the air. By now, the audience was terribly confused. Who? What helper? It was just a regular frog. But some frogs fly. No, squirrel, not frogs. Whoosing? Arthur went on. My brother Stanley helped me. He fixed it for me to be on this show. He's a really nice brother, and I thank him a lot. Teddy Toko had sprung to his feet. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now present a very special guest who has been here all along, the invisible boy, Stanley Lambchop. Stanley came onto the stage carrying his smiley face balloon. Arthur put out his hand, and the audience could tell that Stanley had to take it. There was tremendous applause. The brothers bowed again. The brother bowed again. Stanley balloon bobbing up and down. Arthur's smile was plain to see, and Mr. and Mrs. Ramcham, as they applauded, so that even the balloon's painted smile seems brighter than before. I have two children myself, said the lady behind them, both entirely visible and without theatrical flair. We are a very useful family. As are we, said Mr. Ramcham, smiling. Mostly, that is. Arthur left the stage, and Stanley sat on the sofa between the sausage rider and the beauty contest winner and answered the Teddy Talker question. He had no idea how he became invisible, he said, and it wasn't actually great pretty being that way, since he often got bumped into and had to keep reminding people he was there. After that, Teddy Tucker thanked everyone for coming, and the show was over. Back home, Arthur felt the evening had gone well. I got a lot of applause, he said, but maybe it was mostly because of what Stanley did. I shouldn't be too proud, I guess. Poise and good humor contribute great to a performance succeed. said Mr. Ramchap. "You did well on both those counts," returned Hallie. "In the morning, dear. Time now for bed."